In the study of psychiatric disorders, research is oftentimes focused on intervention rather than prevention. Discussion often reduces them to simply genetic deficiencies or spontaneous onsets that can be corrected with technological or pharmaceutical interventions. In reality, these conditions are a product of complex interactions. Genetics build the brain. Genes code for proteins that affect everything: the density and structure of gray and white matter, neurotransmitter production and interactions, and the development of neural regions and pathways. This dictates everything from basic motor function to complex cognitive skills. A mutation in a gene can manifest as movement disorders, mood instabilities, or cognitive deficiencies. Genes don't determine everything. Someone might be genetically predisposed for a condition, but most risk genes only shift probabilities and don't guarantee onset. Epigenetics is the study of how behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work, without altering the actual DNA sequence. This means that stress, trauma, sleep, and diet can turn genes up and down over time. So let's look at how these lifestyle components actually affect the brain. Sleep, it's so important, and it's not just rest. The brain uses it for maintenance and recalibration. During deep non-REM sleep, the glymphatic system, a fluid clearance network formed by glial cells, flushes metabolic waste, which includes neurotoxic proteins like beta amyloid and tau. If this system is underused, waste products accumulate. Sleep supports synaptic homeostasis, where connections that are heavily used during the day are selectively strengthened, while others are pruned. This keeps these neural networks from becoming too crowded and energetically expensive, maintaining efficiency. REM and non-REM cycles are so important for memory consolidation and emotional processing. So the brain replays patterns that it kind of has seen during the day and then integrates new information with old experiences. Chronic sleep deprivation is so disruptive. It impairs prefrontal cortex function, which is a key region in attention, impulse control, and planning. It lowers mood, increases anxiety, and makes reward-seeking behavior more likely. So this also affects ADHD, depression, anxiety, and can even contribute to psychotic disorders. And people with genetic vulnerabilities are more affected. If your baseline dopamine or serotonin signaling is already atypical or disrupted, poor sleep can exacerbate symptoms. Diet is also so critical to mental health. Brain is so metabolically expensive, it burns around 20% of the body's energy at rest, and it needs stable fuel and specific nutrients to function properly. It relies almost entirely on glucose for energy under normal conditions, and constant sugar spikes from highly refined carbohydrates lead to major swings in insulin and glucose in the blood that the brain experiences as irritability, fatigue, and cognitive fog. Micronutrients such as B vitamins, iron, magnesium, zinc are factors in the synthesis of neurotransmitters. So if these are low, serotonin, dopamine, GABA, and other neurotransmitters can't work at their full capacity. Exercise is also neuromodulatory. Exercise improves insulin sensitivity and reduces inflammation, boosts neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins. And this is why short workouts can help with mood and focus. So over time, people with genetic risk for depression, anxiety, and ADHD have better outcomes because it stabilizes these neurotransmitters. Lifestyle considerations should be integrated not just into treatment, but into prevention.